Previously on De-Evolved, Martin from De-Evolved and Liam from Beyond the Point introduce themselves. They enter the drier moat via a small tunnel. Once inside the fort, they seem startled and find rats under a small trapdoor. They begin by exploring 3 gun rooms and discover a 100-year-old urinal known as a splashback, Victorian era. They proceed by exploring the subterranean area of the Redoubt fort and check out some of the expense magazines. Liam deploys a gun and reenacts what it would be like to shoot through one of the rifle slits. Join us in part 3 as we continue the explore.
Right guys, so yeah, we're going to the top of the fort now. Here we are, we're coming up.
Now, I guess
Yeah.
this is the top then.
This is the little island bit that we see from the other side where the flag was that we couldn't get to last time. We'll take a look around and go for right guys, we're going up the stairs now on the main wall to the top. Oh, we've got another bit. Oh, we've got little picnic benches up here. Have some lunch. There's this massive area that overlooks the bay. And look, hey, look, there's another entrance here.
Oh yeah.
So,
A little bit. Going to these places, don't you?
we've got this track here.
Dumb man, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. There's a dual track, isn't it? One there, one there.
Yeah.
So it'd be a 180 turning point for the gun, which would allow the gun to go this way and go in. Ooh, nearly fell down. Yeah, it'll go this way. Around this way. Obviously, I'll get to the top in a little while, and we'll copy these curves so you can see the trajectory and the angle of the gun. If we look at the floor, there might be some markings to suggest at what angle these were positioned. The cannons used around the perimeter of the Drop Redoubt fort were RBL 7-inch Armstrong guns. The RBL 7-inch guns were also known as 110 pounders. We'll have a look shortly, but I'm interested in this at the moment. There's another little, oh, it doesn't actually go in far at all, so this could be just ammo stores maybe.
Yeah, it could be, couldn't it? Yeah.
Let's have a look. Yeah, it doesn't go in at all. It's just this little tiny boxy area. So my guess is ammo stores, guys. And it's quite small as well. So I'm guessing small arms, small caliber. I'm guessing.
Yeah, that might have been quite sort of small little light guns, I reckon. Like some sort of little small artillery pieces of some sort. Because they're not that big, are they?
No, that's right. That's right.
They're not like really small, you know.
No. There's a little clip on the side here, like a notch. So this would have originally had a door. Oh look, there we go. There's a hinge there. So there would have been a hinge there, and a little clasp for the door to lock on here to keep, I'm guessing, the ammunition dry. Well, this is new, but I'm not sure quite why we've got webbing around here. But
Yeah.
it's like, as far as I know, I don't think they do like paintball or anything around here, or airsoft. I mean, they might do, but I don't think they do. I haven't seen any airsoft balls anywhere. Not yet, anyway. Yeah, for a change. They usually litter the floor, don't they? Look at this view over here. I don't know if we can see this from here, guys. I'll climb up in a little while, but look at that. That is overlooking where I am now, right in the far corner. That is a huge view. Really nice view.
I guess that's sort of, I don't know if that's facing out in the channel. This is inland, isn't it?
Well, it looks like it's facing directly at Dover Castle, because that's where the castle is there.
Perhaps it is actually
So
like
it's,
defend the gap in the middle.
it could be,
Like,
yeah.
something like a gap. I don't know if they did something in the middle, but maybe it was almost like...
It's like a canyon sort of area where they shoot down to protect.
Yeah.
Maybe they've got guns on that side facing this way, and then it's, yeah, as you say, covering that like lost ground in the middle.
A guy who works at the Grand Shaft, he was telling me that some of the defence probably was some of the stuff, like maybe the casemates here, is to defend Folkestone Road or something that went.
Yeah.
So it went like almost like back there, I think.
Yeah, we drove that way like earlier. Yeah, definitely.
So it's like
that makes
facing
sense.
not the sea as you'd expect, but facing inland. I think they thought that if there was an army invading, it might use that road to get around. I think.
Yeah,
so
travel. Yeah.
I think that's what he was telling me. So yeah, maybe that's why they're almost facing like inland rather than the sea as you'd expect.
Like protecting, like in case like the enemy had already got on land and they're trying to do a sneaky attack from the rear.
Yeah, exactly. Because if this was like a gun, that'd be facing that way, and then obviously this faces that way as well.
So I think in case of invasion and that, I think landing in Dover just gave them a straight through road, wasn't it? Pretty much directly to London, I think. Yeah. So yeah, this was protecting this part of the bay. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's quite easy to get up that bit, isn't it?
Wow.
It's incredible.
All think that little wall, and then all of a sudden you can just see all that.
Well, I'm going to try and zoom in, guys, so you've got a better idea. Actually, I'm struggling to zoom with the lens that I've got on here at the moment. It's not letting me. I have to do a still photo later. Yeah, guys, this is absolutely incredible. I mean, the cliffs are approximately, what, 400 foot tall, and I think we're a little above them in areas, so this could be easily 450, maybe 470 foot high. There's flashbacks of climbing up it before earlier in the year. What am I doing? Climbed the cliff. Bit stuck. Fucking knackered. Still got to get to the top. Horrible experience. Still, I'm glad I did it. I'd never do it again. Not bottom from top anyway. That was too much. Yeah, that was gnarly.
I went back there a couple of weeks ago to the barracks on top to have a look at that, and then we looked at where you climbed down. I couldn't believe I actually did it. I was like, I showed my mate, and he was like, no way.
It's really steep, isn't it? Because we went down some steps further back and that, and we were looking for like something else that was near like where the railway train was. But yeah, we got down and we thought, oh, we'll walk along the beach. Like we're bound to see some other like caverns and stuff along the way, and whatever we find, we'll give a go as well. So yeah, we're walking along, and you know, we didn't really take notice of the time. And by the time we got to the end, we were like, wow, we haven't got any money, we haven't got any drinks, we haven't got anything. Driest mouth in the world. Oh, no. And there's like a cafe, but it was kind of like, you know, it was like dangling the carrot, but there was like there's no money to buy the carrot. It's like. Anyway, we turned round and we spoke to some locals, and the locals were like, oh, you won't get back this way, the tide's coming, it cuts you off about halfway. And we're like, no. And so we looked to the far right, and there was a tunnel, but the tunnel takes you the wrong way, so it doesn't really help us out. The car was miles back to the left. We're like, oh my God, what are we going to do? So we looked up at the cliffs, and yeah, like it was just like dun dun dun. Yeah, you know.
Coming down is awful.
Yeah.
Let alone climbing up.
Going up, to be honest, the bottom half wasn't too bad. Like it was okay. Get to the middle, it was sketchy as hell. And by the time you get to the top, it wasn't only sketchy, but you were knackered as well. So it was like. Chris and Scott still had the energy to do lid and spout. I tapped out. I went into those buildings at the top, and I got some shade and that.
Those ones that I went to.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Right, guys. So yeah, like Liam's taking some photos across here of Dover Castle, and as I said before, I'm going to go around and do my still shots in a little while. For me, I want to see some more of up here first. So I'm going to get down and let him crack on with that for a second. and I'll take a slow walk around and just see what else is about. Lovely day though, can't beat it. Oh, yeah, I almost forgot. Remember to hit the like and subscribe, share and all that stuff. We'd love it if you subscribe to our channel. We work really hard, and yeah, every bit of support we get counts and makes us feel better basically. So we want to constantly bring out more footage and you know, educate people and show them what's out there. For the people that can't make it out, the people that have followed us so far, you know, we'd like to continue giving stuff to the community, and I think with your help and acknowledgement, that's something that we can actually do. Yeah, so anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video so far. We've still got a way to go just yet, and yeah, it's been great meeting Liam. So if you haven't already, subscribe to his channel as well, Beyond the Point. He does some great work, done some really good local sites as well. Yeah, so he's one to watch as well if you don't already. And of course there's our channel as well, De-Evolved. Subscribe to us too. Happy days. Right, we're going to continue on.
We can find, yeah.
See what we can find. Do you reckon that is their chimney or access?
Yeah, it could be. Maybe there's a fireplace heating. Maybe
Could
it's
be.
like one that's split down the walls for each side, if you know what I mean, like a fireplace on either side, going up one chimney,
Definitely.
and that could be what it is.
Because I heard like there's I watched another YouTube video and these guys said they didn't seem too clued up on what they were talking about, but they said that the main reason it was grassy up here was in case planes came over to camouflage it. But from my understanding, the grass was put up here was to protect the concrete and the brick underneath from mortar attacks.
Oh, right, I see, right.
I'm guessing
Makes sense,
from an
I
aerial
suppose,
point
yeah.
of view, it's possibly, you know, it probably does camouflage it as well. But I think the main
Would have been a
purpose
bit late
was
for that,
protection.
really, wouldn't it? Like,
Yeah,
this would have obviously been built quite a while before the planes existed.
definitely.
But I mean, I
Yeah.
suppose, yeah, they could have added, obviously, stuff, you know, I wonder if maybe like these guns were added
Yeah,
in the early 1900s, World War I sort of era, so you never know,
Definitely.
they might have put stuff on later.
I'll tell you what I think's weird though is how this track goes all the way around here, but this building's in the way of it.
Yeah, that's got to be a later thing.
Because I mean, the brickwork still looks kind of old, but it
Yeah,
doesn't
it
look
does
as
look old.
it doesn't look as old as this. This is more yellow brick, and this has got red in it. So yeah, this, yeah, as Liam says, yeah, we think this has got to be a newer building.
If it weren't for that, you could almost say maybe it's got a bit of a World War II look, but then that archy bit above
Yeah.
looks a bit older than
It does.
it. Looks like here, look, it might even have like a little camouflage now. Where they hang like some camouflage on it, perhaps?
Yeah,
You see
it
that
could
on
be.
pillboxes sometimes.
Yeah, yeah, the little
Right.
hooks.
Not really sure, it's a bit hard to tell.
Usually you have those ground spikes as well, don't you? As well, like have the barbed wire attached to them as well, like the corkscrew.
Yeah, that's right. There's that. It's one of those at that pillbox. They're fenced off at like near Southend Airport.
Oh yeah, the
like-
McDonald's one. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that was horrible in there. Like,
Oh yeah.
proper tramp poo and stuff in there. I couldn't believe it. I popped the wheel of my bike in there as well, so I had to walk all the way back as well with a wheel that stunk of like human crap. Like, I was like, oh no. No, it wasn't.
Find some things in these places.
That's it.
Like how's it ended up? How it's ended up.
But it's all part of the explore, in my opinion. I mean, I'd rather, you know, tread in some human poo and get some footage than not tread in the human poo and come home empty-handed. So there we go. So
Slate here, but that might have just been taken off with something.
yeah, it could be. Yeah, it could be. Maybe some of these bits where the gun emplacements were might have had roofs over them of sorts. Possibly,
Yeah,
it's a possibility.
Right. Never know. Yeah. Some sort of like canopy.
Like, I'm guessing the guns were quite tall though, because I mean, that
Yeah,
wall's
true.
there like what, about 4.5 foot tall, maybe 5.
Yeah.
And plus, I don't know how big the mound was on top back then, but if it was anything like it is now, that's pushing, I don't know, about 6 foot possibly.
Yes.
So the guns were quite tall.
Head height, really, isn't it? Like you can't really see over just standing where.
No, it's tiptoes definitely, or a climb up on the wall, really, isn't it?
Or maybe there was a cutout and it's been filled in.
Yeah, yeah.
It's got a little bit of a dip on it. So
It's interesting.
Because they've been changed so many times over the years.
Yeah, they have different uses, don't they? Like,
Hard to tell, yeah. Like, see, maybe that's what they originally liked, like with a gap like that.
open
like
like that. Yeah, it could be. It's a shame that's there. We could walk right out on that edge.
Yeah,
I mean, like, to be honest, like, we could probably still do that, but I don't think this little gap here is going to stop us. But so yeah, guys, if you want Liam and myself, Liam from Beyond the Point and myself from De-Evolved, to come back and do some more locations in Dover, hit the like button. Subscribe to both of our channels and give us a little comment. Let us know how you like the video and like what you've seen so far. And thanks, it means a lot. Thanks, guys.
It's quite a good one. Maybe that's a bit more what they originally would have looked like.
I see, yeah.
You can actually see
A resting point on it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks a lot better. And I like this little sign here as well. This will go on the Instagram.
Yeah, really, you should have that at the bottom.
Yeah, I reckon so, yeah. And right at the top seems a bit counterproductive, doesn't it?
Yeah. From inside. It's only once you've done it, you find out.
That's it. So here we go, guys. That was the top of that original point, what we were looking at. Right, we'll go down here shortly and film it inside these. That'll be quite interesting.
You get quite a good view there, don't we?
Definitely, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, so they would have had like a wall with sort of windows in. I think on this end they'd have like a wall with some windows and a doorway, I think. Well, that's what the ones at the Citadel had.
Yeah.
And they were exactly the same apart from that. But whether or not that was added later, but I did hear someone say they knocked the walls on this side out at some point, and if you look at the bottom you can actually see where the walls
the remainders of the walls are there.
taken down, yeah. That makes sense.
Got a little classroom sort of thing over there. Like,
Yeah.
so maybe there'll be some interesting stuff we can take pictures of and read out to you guys as well, possibly. That's interesting, that bit over there, that big mound. I think that's where we came out, but we'll walk round anyway. This is going round the back of this mound here. I'm not sure if you can get round here, but there seems to be a pathway of sorts here. Yeah, I'm lucky I've got the old transitions on, so if it gets too bright, they just work on their own.
That's quite a clever idea, I always think.
I really like them. Like,
They're the iconic look.
yeah, definitely. Yeah. I'm a big fan of these glasses. I've got sensitive eyes to light, so if I have too much light, I get sort of double vision and headaches and all that. So it's nice to be able to look with my eyes open, because if you ever see me without my glasses on, I'm always squinting and I always look stoned, and I'm like, and I can assure you I'm not. I've just got really squinty eyes. I mean, I can't say I never was. I mean, at college, college is college, but but nowadays not so much. No, it's either hay fever or just getting old and heavy eyelids now, I think. But the glasses definitely help. This is a massive view.
Again, look, so all
that is huge.
military stuff, basically.
And these
Not necessarily, I mean, there's bits put here, there and everywhere.
definitely.
Obviously, there's obviously like a lot of earth and that in between, but you think like there's probably loads of different batteries and stuff in amongst that. And then
Totally.
there was like an old hospital, like military hospital and
Yeah.
stuff as well that they knocked down. So
The cliffs are pretty much hollow, aren't they? They're like wormholes everywhere. There's
Yeah,
so
that's
many So many. It's just a case of finding the good ones, really. We've done a few,
Right.
but yeah, we're definitely not done by any means. There's plenty more to see.
I guess they must like hollow out a bit of the mud, build bits into it, like a couple of tunnels going into it.
Cover it over and then crack on, go deeper and deeper.
Yeah, yeah.
The thing that amazes me is that it's all done out of chalk, because if you go close to some of the chalk and that, especially the closer you get to the coast, the chalk becomes quite soft and brittle, breaks away quite easily. And you think, like, the amount of weight that's on top of you, was it the wisest idea to build tunnels in chalk? But they've lasted the test of time so far.
Yeah.
So, you know, something about it must keep them rigid and supported.
Yeah, no, I mean, it must work, I suppose. I mean, yeah, sometimes they do collapse, but I think a lot of the tunnels down here,
they build inside of, don't they, as well? They have support columns and they build brick and concrete over.
Once it's lined with like an arch or something, that probably gives it a lot of strength.
Definitely.
I mean, in Essex, you know, there's not a whole lot of tunnels because it's all marsh, isn't it, really?
That's it, yeah, swampy ground and stuff. And I think it's like mainly reef ground, I think, like, especially in North Shrewsbury.
Yeah. It's all to do with like geology, isn't it, really?
That's
like,
it.
It's all about
I've always thought about the cliffs
in the first place, you know.
I've always wondered about the cliffs, though. There's rumoured to be a tunnel there, but we can't find it.
Yeah, I've said about
not yet.
this before. Yeah, you never know.
Yeah. One day, I'll remain optimistic. One day I'd like to be able to say we can find it, or at least a trace of it. There we go, pan back round, guys. What's that sticking out of that one over there? We've got a breather pipe.
Oh, maybe it goes in. I think that goes in from down the bottom. Some kind of building.
Right, we'll have to take a look at that in a second, guys. There we go, guys. Look at that. The whole top of the Drop Redoubt in the middle. There we go, overlooking Dover Port. And a nice P&O ferry leaving into the sun. Out for a good day, I hope. Stand away from the edge. I don't want to get my shadow in his shot. Yeah, this is incredible, guys. Absolutely a joy to be up here. It's like you can see, literally, as far as the eye can see, right onto the horizon out here. It's absolutely incredible. Absolutely amazing. I found out that this is an original piece of the fort. I can't remember exactly its purpose, but luckily it has got something written on it. So I'll read this to you if I can read it. Good, it does tell you what it is. Right, the breadstone. This is the breadstone. This site marks the location of the Roman lighthouse Pharos installation ceremony of the Lord's Warden of the Clinic ports from the 17th century to the early 20th century. The plaque was unveiled on the 13th of July 2014 by Admiral the Lord Boyce, KG, GCB, OBE, DL, Lord Warden and Admiral of the Cinque Ports, to commemorate the last installation of the site, that of William Lovegon, Earl Beauchamp, on the 18th of July 1914. So there you go. That's it, guys. This was like the location of the original Roman lighthouse, and it's still here right on top of the fort. So this would have lit up the bay for any of the ships coming into the harbour, you know, so they can see their way. Incredible, really, it's lasted this long. Really, really incredible. And it's covered in flint and concrete, and because the flint is so strong, it's probably why it has lasted this amount of time. Absolutely amazing. My eyes are constantly drawn to the castle over there. Absolutely brilliant shots. Right, I'm going to keep going this way, guys. What have we got in here? Oh, that's cool. We've actually got a cannon in this one. Oh, give me a chance to pull my trousers up a bit, guys, as well. So, put my torch down for a second. Got some proper random bits and pieces in here. But yeah, this looks to be a dummy one. This appears to be plastic, guys, so but this would give you an idea, at least anyway, of what would have been stored inside here. You've got the barrel cleaning things up here as well. So yeah, this stick here would have had a rag wrapped around the end of it, which would have been soaked in oil, and that would have been loaded into the barrel, and probably had one or possibly two, for the size of this gun, members of the gun crew ramming the stick in and out repeatedly to lube up the rifling on the inside, which the rifling is all of these lines here, which grip the shell casing, so when it's fired, it smoothly, you know, the munition smoothly leaves the end of the gun and fires on course perfectly as predicted. I'm not entirely sure what the spring one's for. It could be to retrieve a shell, and the mop, generally mops and spills, so part of a spill kit, I imagine. Yeah, what else have we got in here? We've obviously got some cracks on the wall here, so I'm guessing if they were fired, or as and when they were fired, the recoil from the gun could have caused vibrations in the wall that has caused these splits here. Definitely a possibility in my book. I'm kind of surprised there's no gun rings or anything for the gun to be hooked onto, unless it was actually braced onto the floor.
This is facing the other way, isn't it?
Isn't it? It's a bit random.
It's strange. I'm wondering again, is it firing up the other end, like towards the citadel? Like,
It
if
could
that
be.
end got captured and then there's... Because
The weird thing is though, it's like it doesn't. You haven't got a clear sight. Like you've got to guess.
I don't know. You don't know how much it's changed since. Do you?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But yeah, you are right though. Unless it's just changed and like it would have once faced that way.
Definitely. Let's see what the if the sign actually says anything that's here that's hidden and tucks the wrong way around. Has it got any clues? It has got some clues. What's it got written on it?
Oh, there you go.
I don't know if it's relevant to this area, but I'll read it anyway. Private number 4 Commando, 1942. Commandos of this era undertook nighttime beach raids along the North French coast from the 18th to the 23rd of April, 1942. The redoubt housed 100 men of 4 Commando who undertook a beach raid to Hardilot, Boulogne. To
I've been there actually.
Have you?
It's like a really random little town. I don't know if anything much happened there, but maybe it was just like for a training.
It might be worth
The
looking
Germans
into it.
obviously would have occupied it then, so yeah.
Definitely.
There's a couple of German bunkers like part of the Atlantic Wall there actually, like out on
Yeah.
the beach, like big old giant pillbox things all smashed up.
Wow.
They're pretty cool.
Definitely more stuff to get then, definitely. Like
Yeah, I mean, yeah, so
it says here,
they did like a raid. I guess it's like a sort of little raid they did then.
yeah. It said they used the Sten submachine guns. Like, I think I took photos of a Sten gun before. I'm not 100% sure. Was Sten gun the one that Churchill used?
in that, there's that picture of him at Shoebury Nest, and
Yeah.
testing it out on the
Testing
ranges.
it on the ranges. I think it's a Sten gun he used, which is funny actually because he was holding it in his right hand, but the guy's left-handed, so I think the picture
really?
might have been reversed.
Right, I see.
Yeah. Yeah, so there we go, guys. That's that. Anyway, I won't bother reading the rest of it. You can probably read it. I've held the camera here quite a long time.
Interesting. I didn't know
It's a bit weird that we've got a mannequin here, like a dude pouch and like a decapitated head on the floor.
It's not quite commander. After the shell's gone into.
Yeah, that's the guy that loaded the gun wrong, I think. Like, that's what happened to him.
I wonder if I can get a picture facing. If you want to go out, it's up to you.
Yeah, that's cool.
Get a picture like facing out here.
Yeah, do you reckon move this chair out of the way so it can sit a bit up?
Right,
yeah. Just put it behind, yeah.
That'd be fine, yeah. Good
Otherwise,
shout.
it'll sort of look a bit weird,
I
wouldn't
don't think to do this, but afterwards you think, oh, would I move that?
Yeah, totally. Just move stuff out of the way that doesn't look legit. And maybe those umbrellas as well, like, they look a bit out of place.
Yeah, good shout, cheers. Yeah, it just makes it...
This is where you pick them up and they've got like the world's biggest spider attached to them. You're like, ah.
Oh. Yeah, I said about having to clear those spiders out of the tunnels. That was a Lidden spout. You know, like the gun rings, there's the little tunnels under grates.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, I climbed in one, and on the way out, it was quite a small hole. And I realised there were spiders like all around the hole that I'd just come in through. And I was like, if I go out that way, I'm going to scrape into them.
They're
So I
horrible.
had to flick them out. My friend threw a stick in, and I had to flick them out, but it was horrible.
They're massive
So
wells,
bad,
aren't they?
yeah,
They're like
they are.
mutant spiders down this way, like
Big old
proper
shiny.
conkers with
shape.
matchstick legs, like definitely.
Yeah, like cave spiders is what they're called. They're called like the gentle giants, apparently.
Yeah.
They're not, but I mean, they look.
Yeah, there's still enough to give you a heart attack, I reckon.
Yeah, still dangerous in your own way.
Yeah. It's incredible, guys.
Let's get one this way as well.
I think what I'll do is on the way down, I'll probably do some still video as well, so that I can overlay it with talk and stuff. Like, I've noticed that before, if I talk too much and stuff, then it leaves less room for the actual facts, and it's harder to edit them in because then you get like dead air, and it goes like you haven't actually got any background noise either. So it's like, no,
it's quite hard to. That's the thing. I think a mixture always works well, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely.
I think, and yeah, you the narration you did was like pretty good. I thought, to be fair, like,
Nice, cheers, man.
I think it brings it up a level as well. You know, it's like nice to hear like a mix. I think people like to see you walking around, but they also like that sort of like
the educational
facts
value and that.
it's
I think
like a bit professional as well, so it's quite a nice balance, I reckon.
Totally. I mean, I'm still kind of learning the ropes, really.
I mean, that's it. Just try stuff out, see how you get on.
But I think
You
so
can
far,
do how you want, you know.
I think the channel's improved quite a lot since we very first started. When we first did like the airplane graveyard and the mental hospital, you know, like the camera footage was all shaky, we didn't really have anything good to say in that, and half the time we were like drinking a bottle of rum, so it didn't really like hiding from the rain and sort of finding shelter in some knackered old building. But I think the fascination grew from there. And
you have to start somewhere, don't you? You know, like
definitely.
At the end of the day, you can't expect to have it like how you want it to end up from
No,
the start.
that's it.
You know, you got to learn just from trying stuff out.
And definitely, enjoy the journey as well.
Exactly.
Enjoy the learning curve, and without the learning curve, you don't realise where you failed. And if you don't realise where you failed, you're never going to improve. So for me, I enjoy that sort of element.
That's good. Like, it's good you don't want to be self-critical to the point where you hate what you end up doing.
No, not at all.
That critical eye, like how can I make it better next
Definitely,
time?
definitely.
And that's what pushes you forward, I think.
100% agree. 100%.
Yeah. I'm just gonna get another one from like a bit of a...
Yeah, no worries. I'll let you crack on. I'm going to walk this way.
Yeah.
Right, there we go, guys. So we'll look down here. Look at that. This walkway around the side. We'll go down there shortly. We'll have a look around at the lower level. But we really wanted to take a look around the top first and just see what was up here. check out the views, definitely. You know, on a day like today, no rain. I even checked the forecast earlier before we came out, and it said that it'll probably be highs of 17, lows of 7, and probably cloudy and rainy. But at the moment, I don't want to jinx it, but there's not really a cloud in the sky, and the sun and the warmth is just perfect. So really nice day out. There you go, some more rails for the guns. There's a lot of these rails around here. I like the look of this one up here. This one's different, so we'll check this one out. This one's actually got a mount in the middle of it here. There we go, look at this mount, and then this small, like this small outer rail, and then a bigger front rail. And that, if I follow the line of it, there we go, if I stand here, I've got the edge of the back rail, the edge of the back rail, and I follow that angle forward, the gun would be facing approximately in this direction here, and we'll be able to traverse around like this. An incredible defence structure, well built, and has lasted the test of time. So yeah, we've come across from the outer, or the inner outer wall, if that makes sense, with the little room with the cannon in it behind us, just over here. So yeah, we're going to go inside and see what we can find through this entrance.
Check it out. Check it out.
Thanks for watching, guys. Click on the circle to subscribe, and why not check out one of our other videos.